Good morning, or actually good afternoon, everyone, on the ninth episode of Excel for School Jogger. And I will start with the subject I promised to talk about at the end of the last episode. So it was about sorting such a pivot table by product category, but for each region. And I was looking at it, to be honest, like for 5 or 10 minutes, and I couldn't figure it out. So I asked ChatGPT, and it seems that it's pretty impossible to do it in one pivot table. You can use some additional supporting tables, which would finally end up doing the thing I'm talking about. However, in normal pivot, you can pivot on two levels. So for this example, in rows, which is region, and you don't sort on this one. So I already know that this one is sorting only alphabetically. So I'm going with more sorting options, and I will sort ascending on sum of sales by region. Okay, and it is sorting ascending by sum of sales, right? So this is the lowest sum for each category. This is higher, and this is the highest. So actually, okay, it's sorting on this level, and I can also sort by columns, which would be on product category, ascending, on sum of sales, okay. And now it is sorted ascending, and at the first time I would look like, oh, maybe that was it. It's going from the lowest category to the highest for south, and then in central, and then on west. But the let me check the word. The order is always the same. I mean, it always starts with office supplies, and it's furniture and technology. So it is not actually sorted in here. It's just a coincidence that they're going in the same order for the first three regions, and then the fourth one is a little bit different. So the sorting here goes by category, and it's also collectively. So this no, sorry, this is the south, but it's not this. It's not about the south. For this example, oh, or actually, okay, I sorted by office, no, by product category, which are these ones. Office supplies, sum of product category, and this is sum of product category, and here was, okay, it's always sum of sales. So what is actually a difference between sorting sorting by sum of sales for region? Did it sort? More sorting options, ascending on region. Okay, so it goes like this, and now I'm going by product category, ascending, sum of sales. It's not even different. It's always it's always the same. Okay, so actually maybe here was some different sorting. So actually it always takes sum of sales, and in a way it is right now created. It's just going with the sum of these categories we have chosen. Perhaps if I will change the order of the region will be in columns and the product category in rows. So here we can now sort it, more sorting option, product category, sum of sales, okay, and this one is the same. If that will change anyway, Okay, so it changed and now it is sorted. Okay, so now it is actually sorted by sum of sales, but if it's actually sorting on the rows. So here the sum, and we can check that actually. So here is the lowest, this is higher, and the highest. So actually what I wanted to say at the beginning, that it's impossible to sort it per these specific columns inside a group. You can perhaps do it in other ways, but not in the pivot. And after that I started just talking and checking with you. So now just came to the conclusion that how the sorting works, and let's keep it as it is. So let's close the subject and move on with the next one. And I actually have to be again try to hurry a little bit, because I just finished recording the Polish version. It took me 33 minutes, and I already know that I'm talking longer about the sorting that in the Polish version. So let's keep on going. Okay, so in my course there was a data set about the HR data. So I didn't want to use the same one, of course, so I found one on Kaggle. Kaggle is a website with all different data sets and probably a lot of more, in which you can find a data set that fits your desires, let's say, that word I had. And yeah, sometimes you have the columns described which are in it, and I think it's mostly common that you can download CSV files, so comma separated values, which are actually are taking the least storage from the computer, and you can load it to the Excel file with going on the tab data, then get the data from file, and here you're picking the format. So I'm going with text CSV. I will pick it from my desktop, so I had it on the English version, not the sales, sorry, this is it will be the next one. Now this is it's from the HR analytics. So it's importing, I can load it already, or I can transform, and I will just open the Power Query editor so we can have a quick look at it. So here you can make some adjustments to the data set, delete columns, add columns, join with different tables or objects you have within the file, set formats for the columns, and probably much more, but I think I will have the Power Query part in the Power BI segment, so I will just close and load, and we have it right now. So here will be the sheet, it's called questions, because it's good if you want to analyze data to ask some questions and talk about that. So I will actually just start answering them. And okay, employees with what level of education have the highest monthly salary? So if you load the data from a different file, it automatically creates a table. So it's already a table named HR Analytics. And based on that, we can insert a pivot chart, and we will do it on a new worksheet, which will be called a dashboard. And here we wanted to know about education, and I think it was monthly income. Was it monthly? Monthly salary. Okay. So education cannot be aggregated, it's just a separate measurement. And monthly income, we can't use the sum of monthly income, because there may be more people that have level education 3 than level education 5 or 4. So summing up these numbers just tells you pretty much nothing, I think. So I think we will go with average. Median would be also good, but I think for now it's not available. Perhaps if you add data to the data model, maybe there are some additional options in that. But for now, let's look at average. And we can see that actually if the level of education is higher, then the average then the salary is is higher. I will change the format. I don't like bad looking formats. Okay, looks better. So yeah, the education for now seems that has some impact on the income. Of course, it may not be the only reason, but let's see that actually it shows that for each next level, the average salary income is actually going up, and it's something logical that we would think, right? That I will be more educated, then I will gain more money. But of course, in the real world, and it not always works like this, and sometimes just experience is what you want, or maybe you have a talent. You never know. Let's go with the second question. How is the hourly wage divided between women and men? So I will create a pivot chart again and do it in existing worksheet dashboard. So male and female. Okay, I hear. Okay, it was named woman and man. Okay, so yeah, gender, hourly rate. Of course, we cannot use sum of hourly rate. We are going with average. So that is how it looks. Yeah, pretty easy, pretty quick. I will delete the title. Of course, titles are very important, but not for this video. So that is I will delete this one, of course. Yeah, we have the average hourly rate here, the gender here, so we actually know what it shows. And what here is interesting, I will add data labels, and I actually have to, unfortunately, format the number. Okay, let's go with 2 decimals. So yeah, you're looking at the chart and think, oh, the males are like earning 2 times more than female, and what's going on? And if you look at the actual average hourly rate, it's going by, I don't know, 100th of a dollar, let's say, and it's even smaller because there were more decimals. Okay, I maybe will add everywhere 4 of them, so we can look how it goes. So here is 40, 45, so it goes every fifth of the thousandth. Maybe that's how you would say that. So if you look at the chart like this, you think that yeah, males are on average earning a lot more, but actually if we would maybe do some adjustion, I think it's a word, format data labels. No, I don't want to format data label. It's data series. Is it data series? It was adjusting data series, I think. Okay, let's see. Change series sum, select data, labels. I was changing that in the Polish version, so I marked the. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's the axis. Yeah. Exactly. So I mark that, and I will go with minimum of 60 and maximum of 70. And now the chart has different different axes, different steps between the other value, and now we can see the average income hourly rate is almost the same. So that's how sometimes important is to show on the chart how the reality looks actually, and not just doing something automatically and that maybe it will work, maybe not. What is the distribution of age groups by position? Okay, insert pivot chart, existing dashboard below. Okay. Yeah, that's the challenge for the memory, because I don't remember the question. What is the distribution of age? Okay, age group, right? Position. Position is called here job role, and maybe I will go with age group here. And we want the distribution, so we want to count how many people are in some in different groups. And here we can go with employee ID, employee ID for the values, and we count that. Yeah, so it's 1480 rows, which is here, 1480. I think I know that there are some duplicated rows, like 10 or so, but let's just work on that. So we can sort it by the rows, ascending or maybe descending count. Okay, so now we want to see just the distribution, so how many people are in a different age groups depending on the role they are doing. And let's go with data labels, right? So blue and orange are the groups of the youngest, and you can see the biggest charts in the sales executive, research scientist, and laboratory technician. And actually manufacturing director and healthcare representative is not also as low. Actually, it's interesting that someone in the age from 18 to 25 or even 26 to 35 can be a manufacturing director. It seems like a demanding role. However, we can see like how many people works in different roles, and of course it may be also the impact from the data we have, the quality of the data and how it was taken on the surveys. So of course maybe it was just that group that had such data, but we can look on that and maybe have some insights and conclusions. So that how it looks. The last question: is there a correlation between overtime work and monthly salary? Of course, you would think I will work more, I will earn more. And let's see if that's the case for this data. So we're gonna insert the pivot chart to the existing sheet. Okay, destination is not valid because I didn't choose any cell. And here, yeah, memory test. There was overtime and salary. Okay. Overtime, monthly rate. What is the difference between monthly rate and monthly income? But let's go on the average. Now what I'm just wondering. I'm just checking what is average monthly rate, average monthly income. why the rate is like 2 times higher. Oh, let's see, maybe here monthly rate of pay for the employee. Okay, and what was the other one? Monthly income of the employee, monthly rate of pay for the employee. No, not sure what it means, but never mind. I will just go with monthly income. I think it makes more sense for me. So we will delete that and delete that, and we will change the color so it will be a little different than the one on the left. And here we can see that the difference between the people that have no overtime and the ones that have overtime, yeah, there is some difference. The ones that work more earn a little bit more actually, because it's like, let's add data labels, it will be easier. So it's like 76, no, it's 16 to the 500 here, that's how I always count, and 58, so 64, 74 dollars of difference. So it's probably better for me not to work overtime and just earn this. And for all these charts, it doesn't fit so well, but this one doesn't have to be so wide. Yeah, and let's get it a little bit smaller. Okay, I will just do it so the table under this chart will not be visible. Okay, so that's a quick dashboard. On the view tab you can turn off the grid lines, so below on the background, below the charts, I can mark some cells. I just thinking quickly, probably there's some other way, but I can just a little bit change the background, the color of the background, and adjust the design of the charts. So it's like some like this, and like this. Yeah, that's a quick adjustment. And we want to also add some slicers, and we were talking about the slicers on some of the last episodes. However, here I would like to show how to connect the slicer to multiple charts. So we have to choose some variable, let's say column that is not used in any of the charts. I think it's the best way to see what will happen. So let's go with Martial status. Okay, that will be one, and I will add another one and have to mark something, slicer, and here we will go with total working years. Yeah, that's cool. Also cool. Oh, there's many years. Okay, I can do something like this, and I can add. Oh my God, there is too much data. I don't want the slicer. It's not useful for me. So where had we had slicers? Here. Have to mark some data. Okay, department. It's a small chart. Okay, both have like only 2 options, and I can fit them like this. Just going quickly, but just to have it in mind how it would look like. They could be the same height and just be one below the other. There was one time that, yeah, you can use control. You can actually do that. I think. If I go with control, Oh, even with the arrows, I can go pixel by pixel, I think. It's maybe a little bit better. Not really. Okay, I will leave it like that. Okay, so there are two ways to connect the charts or pivots with the slicers. You can choose the chart to go on tab pivot chart analyze filter connections, and you can choose the slicer you want to connect to. However, if you have more charts than the slicers, of course, so you can go with slicer report connections, and here you have all the pivot tables and in what sheet they are located. So I will pick all. Okay, choose another slicer, and here also pick these ones. I will save the file, maybe I will use it someday. And now I'm going with only divorced people and how it looks for divorced people. Does the education count? And actually, for people that have the level education 1 are earning more than the ones that have second level of education. If there is any difference with oh look, people that are married cannot work overtime and they still earn a little bit more than the ones that are working overtime. How about single people? Single people work more, maybe not work more overtime, but earn more here. The structure here is the same. We can try to look at the data here and think where is more people. Single people here is 63, 51 from the highest columns, and married 71, 59, 58. So more married people here. And also by looking on the department, let's go with sales. Did anything happen? Oh, now it I think adjusted. So yeah, we can see now that here the roles we had, that there are only sales executive, sales representative, and manager are within the sales department, and female are earning more on average per hour in sales. If that's the case for human resources, and look here, we have no female workers, employees from the Department of Human Resources. So this all data, we now see that these are only males. And what is interesting, that people with the highest level of education have the not maybe the lowest, but lower than the fourth and third group of education. That also gives some other conclusions we can have on the data. And I think I mentioned all of the subjects I wanted to, and we have 28 minutes. That's just outstanding. To be honest, when I started the project, I thought that I will go with 5-10 minutes, and it seems that I want to talk more and more, and the subjects take more time than I thought. But of course that's something that I learn through the process, and maybe in the future also with gaining new skills I can prepare better and like talk about very small chunks of knowledge of some sections of the tools. But I think for now I just want to talk everything about I'm covering within the course I'm doing and how I see these things. So that's probably the reason why they are so long. Soon there will be the last episode also covering a subject of some data analysis, but on the sales data set, and after that there will be a summary of the all Excel, and I can't wait because I'm soon going with Power BI and I really would like to move on, so that's great. Thanks for watching and see you soon.